Hello everyone. I want to show you something very unique and interesting. So, this is my iPhone 4S running iOS 8.4.1 and I'll show you guys in a second here. And that's my screen recorder tweak because I am jailbroken, and I'll show everybody that in a second that Cydia does work. So, let's pull it here. There we go. 8.4.1, 64 gigabit iPhone 4S. I have experimented with this phone a lot, and I do feel that iOS 8.4.1 overall is a better experience for this phone than even downgrading it from iOS 6 and then upgrading it to iOS 8, which there's a method to do that, and I'll leave a link in the description below if you're curious to do it, but it does work, and you can downgrade from iOS 9 to 6 and then go up to iOS 8. So there's Cydia. So what we'll do right now is I'll just pull up Cydia right now so you all can see that it works. So yeah, that's one of the random negatives that I will go into. Sometimes the internet can be iffy, but it's a lot better than working it on iOS 9. Yeah, iOS 9. iOS 6 ran smooth, but again, iOS 6 just becomes so less usable these days. So iOS 8's the better option for this phone. Now, internet does work. I want to mention that. The internet does work. Some websites work here and there. Not going to get into every single tidbit. I know Maps works. Weather works. Stocks work. Siri still works. I even tried that. Obviously, offline apps like Calendar and Camera do work. And let's see if this works for an example. I never tried this on a screen recorder, but let's see. Does this work? Yeah, I think you guys can see my hand. Hello. A little creepy there, but I want to show you guys something cool. Look at this. I can actually zoom in because I have a zoom tweak, and that's how you saw my video of Long Island Railroad train ride I took on the Port Washington branch. I actually recorded it with this phone, and I actually prefer this camera some cases, and maybe I'll delete some music here or there. Maybe I'll delete some, I'll delete some music here and there. I'll delete some files on this phone. I have like 29 gigabytes, but I want like more storage to record. And I think this camera, that's what I love about this phone. The camera works very, very well. Now, let me get into my Cydia tweaks. I have F-Lux. It's a wonderful tweak at night. And it even goes back to the iOS 6 days. I have the activator, which triggers the screen recorder. I also have the other cool things I'm going to show you guys right now in my Photos app. So, yeah, look at this. So, yep. I have the change font tweak. And it looks pretty cool even when you're playing music. You see here. And I do have a Cydia tweak that lets me downgrade some certain apps. Does work. I finally made it budge. What I'm happy about is the PDF reader that I use works on this phone. Documents app to watch some video files still works. The only negative is I've tried the video editing apps. There's that hiccup. And I also have games that still work on this phone, like Flappy Bird. And I gotta reorganize one of the apps here. So I'm like, wait a minute, why isn't Traffic Racer on that page? I'm like, come on. There we go. Now you budge. So here are all my radio apps, and the only negative is SiriusXM, for whatever reason, cannot be downloaded. Which, okay, you know what? I primarily use this phone to use the camera, and I've just been experimenting with it. iHeart works, TuneIn works, Radio Pup works, Radio Line works, which is a higher quality stream of Weeby 108, and even C-SPAN Radio works. So that surprised me. And if I want to listen to Odyssey stations, and this was a feature that I remember that began with iOS 8 back in 2014, which, wow, this iOS is going to be 10 years old next year. The one impressive thing I will mention is, let's say I want to listen to 1010 Wins. That's still possible because Odyssey has a partnership with Apple to this day that still makes it feasible. So I don't know how long Apple's going to keep that for iOS 8, but you know, I find this very useful, guys. This is like a little iPod Touch that I still would like to use. And I do have an iPod Touch 4 laying around somewhere in this room. Oh, here it is, right here. I've been thinking I might want to get the screen replaced and try to get that back online one day. So we'll see. I mean, there won't be that much stuff I can do with it, but just to use it to play music would be great. It's still usable for that, but the camera, guys, it's not as good as this. Look, you know, and then knowing this was the first phone that had Siri, I mean, this is a very historic phone that I got last year for a good price on eBay. So I'm very happy with it, and I'm glad I'm able to show you guys that I still can use this phone to this day in 2023. So to wrap up this video, guys, let me know what you think. Do you find this interesting, unique, and cool? And who knows, maybe you have money laying around that, you know, you can do what I did and make this phone work on iOS 8 again. It is possible. So with that, I don't want to go on for too much longer. I think I've gotten all my points out. Thank you all very much for watching this video. You can contribute, add anything you want about iOS 8 in the comments. Maybe share some memories that you remember about iOS 8 that you want to go back as far as, I would say, 8 years ago to give an exact number. Because again, this iOS came out in 2014. So that's how far back I remembered when it first came out. So thank you all very much for watching, guys. And until the next one, please take care.